I'm Dr. Laurie Roth, and I'm a candidate running for president as a conservative, independent patriot, and most importantly, an American. I, like you, am very concerned about my country. I've never seen us tilt so far to the left. I remember in talk radio days, I've been in it for 11 years, and so I was screaming when Jimmy Carter was in and when Bill Clinton was in. That was a huge shift to the left. We've never seen this kind of shift. This is not just another left moment in America. This is a worldview clash with a man who I believe is a Marxist, socialist, if not communist. He says he's a Christian. I'm still looking for proof that he's a Christian. I think there's more proof that he's a Muslim. And more importantly, he's ashamed of this country from the very beginning. He has been apologizing for us from day one. And what did he do from the beginning? He came on board and reversed the Mexico City policy that Bush had put in place. So in a recession, he decided it was good policy to make us pay for abortions around the world now. Then, by the time you're gasping for breath with that one, he gives $900 million to Hamas, the serial killer Muslim group Hamas that attacks our ally in the Middle East, Israel, all the time. Then we saw the Greens marching for freedom in Iran, desperately Twittering and Facebooking and reaching out to America for help as thousands are marching in the streets in Iran. And what does Obama do? But a Kleenex volume kind of response, kind of sort of rebuking Ahmadinejad, but he didn't rebuke him enough. People were slaughtered and they were totally ignored by America, and they were arrested and tortured. And we did nothing. We could have booted Ahmadinejad out of there and had Iran move in the democracy direction, but we didn't. Then came Manuel Zelaya in Honduras. Manuel Zelaya in Honduras was a drug pin, a criminal, a man who was committing voter fraud, and his people had every right to kick him out. He was doing what Chavez was going to do and already doing in his country, and wanting to create a dictatorship in Honduras. And so when the people sent their military in to peacefully walk him out of there, immediately Obama and Hillary backed Zelaya and not the law and the people of Honduras. That told me another thing. We saw Honduras, we saw what happened with the Greens in Iran. We saw this president sign the START treaty with Russia, which is shameful for America, to compromise our nuclear lead, so that if we were attacked, we'd have all these ridiculous rules that we couldn't respond in kind. So there's the START treaty. There was what he did in Iran, which was not leadership. There was siding with Zelaya and then kissing up to Chavez, $900 million to Hamas, backing the wrong people again. And I look at this and I go, what is happening to my country? While he's pushing forth the health care bill. Did any of you read that several thousand-page monstrosity? I did. I remember this president promised we wouldn't be forced to pay for abortions. He promised we wouldn't have to fund illegal aliens. He lied there, and he lied with the abortions. It's in there. He said that there wouldn't be death panels for our parents and seniors. There are, but it's worse than it was originally. Now it's in their wellness visits every year. They go in, they have to listen to some idiot with empathy words describe end-of-life issues for our parents. That's interesting. And now the best healthcare system in the world is turned into safe and effective care. It's all about money now. It's all about money. Zelaya in Nazi Germany would be proud. I've never seen anything like it. And 2 federal judges have ruled against it. 26 states have stood on 10th Amendment rights against the health care bill. Now it has gone all the way to the Supreme Court. Will the Supreme Court rule correctly on it? I think there's only 2 ways to rule on it, right and wrong for America and the Constitution. If the Supreme Court rules correctly, they will have to shut it down because it forces us all to have government-approved health insurance. Now, this is the legacy that's been evolving from this president. I don't think we need 4 more years of this president. When he's forcing us to have health care or we'll get fines, when he's wanted the cap and trade to end businesses, he said before he was elected he would practically bankrupt coal, and now he's announced his shutting down coal plants, quite a few, over the next 18 months. He, just the last few weeks, has announced more regulations for power plants. So the energy industry is being shut down and destroyed. This is a president who is against oil development, but yet he gave $2 billion to Brazil to drill during the Gulf crisis. Remember that? And we got the lectures from him. We got the lectures from him how we use too much oil. And then he gives $2 billion to Brazil, but we can't get energy independent. He's hurting America. He's shutting down America. He's betraying America. And he's apologizing for America. That's what this president's doing. It's time to boot him out.